As the wife of a United Methodist minister, Dee Reynolds inevitably undertook many moves, and with each new church came new opportunities to serve. Her husband Howard led 7 Kentucky churches during his active ministry, and in each community the couple lived, Dee put her knack for organization and her boundless, upbeat energy to work. As she says, when one is a volunteer, with every move, one has to discover how to merge one's gifts and skills with the needs of the community. Time after time, Dee has demonstrated her determination, adaptability, and ingenuity, all traits born from childhood experiences. At age 6, Dee contracted polio, a disease that damaged her body, but blessed her with a strong will and an unstoppable sense of purpose. Hospitalization and surgeries never slowed her. At a time when water exercise was standard for polio patients, Dee joined a swim team and competed in water ballet. When surgery on her feet and legs sidelined her, Dee took in ironing so she could be productive as she sat. At the age of 16, she and her parents, Mother Harriet and Father Bill, and her brother Jim left the Chicago suburbs for a village in Vermont, where they all ran the family's coffee shop and tourist cottages. The experience helped Dee overcome any insecurity she might have felt because of the physical effects of polio. She also discovered her love for helping others. After graduating from the University of Vermont in 1967, Dee accepted a teaching position. She soon realized, however, that the classroom was not her calling. While in college, she had become active in the Wesley Club, and that experience, along with the summer spent working for a YWCA program in Chicago, inspired a change in her career path. In Chicago, she heard the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. preach, and joined him and other supporters in nonviolent protests for social justice. In spite of fear, we have to stand, walk, and march for what is right, she later wrote. Dee committed her life to helping others and stepped out in faith as a U.S. 2 short-term missionary for the Methodist Church. Her assignment in northern Kentucky in 1970 again proved life-altering. There she met United Methodist pastor Howard O. Reynolds. 2 years later, they married. Over the next 3 decades, she raised their 3 children, Winifred, Chilton, and Owen, as she packed her days with projects for the church and community. She founded local chapters of Church Women United and Habitat for Humanity, and developed programs to protect children from child abuse, organized a mission trip to Mexico, began a teen circle for at-risk young women, helped Hispanic men to learn English, and served on the board of Red Bird Mission. In Ashland, she even took on the daunting task of becoming a den mother. As an outstanding leader of United Methodist Women in all the churches she and Howard served, Dee helped direct several conference schools of mission. As coordinator of education and interpretation for the UMW Conference Mission Team, she met women from all over the world and obtained grants for a mission training program she designed. As her friend Jeanette Westerfield observed, from her early days as a U.S. 2 to her service in United Methodist churches throughout Kentucky, Dee has lived a servant's life. Another of Dee's close friends, Marty Cochran, adds, "Part of knowing Dee is knowing that she is always willing to open her home and herself to everyone, and fun and laughter will be there to greet you." In retirement, Dee is as busy as ever, serving as president of the Lexington District of United Methodist Women, as secretary for the state Church Women United, and on the board of the Bennett Center of London. Although somewhat limited physically by post-polio syndrome, she never fails to reserve time and energy to play with her grandchildren. Without a doubt, polio has been her biggest challenge. But as Dee says, "I don't believe I have overcome this obstacle, but I do believe that God has used it and used me in profound ways." Would I wish this kind of disease on anyone? No. Am I glad that it chose me? Yes. We are honored to present Dee Bowen Reynolds, a 2008 recipient of the Heroes, Saints, and Legends Award.